New video just into CNN, now giving us our first look at that scene where a commercial airplane that was stolen from Seattle's main airport crashed. 29-year-old Horizon Air employee Richard Russell took off from the SeaTac airport Friday and performed mid-air stunts, complicated stunts, before crashing on this remote island an hour later. Now, authorities have recovered one of the plane's back boxes. Officials believe Russell was the only person killed. Family members say they are stunned and heartbroken, describing him as a faithful husband, a loving son, and a good friend. Kyung Lah is in Steilacoom, Washington, near the crash site. Kyung, what more are we learning from Russell's family?
Well, the family says if there were any signs of mental illness, they simply didn't see it, that there was nothing obvious to them. To them, he was a 29-year-old man, somebody who appeared to be very much in love with his wife. He had married her when they were quite young. They met at a Christian college in Alaska. That's where he grew up. They moved here so that they could be closer to her family. And then he got a job at Horizon Air, working there for 3.5 years. He had the security clearance to work there. He posted videos about his job. He seemed to like it very much. And so for them to hear the conversation he had with air traffic controllers was simply stunning.
I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now.
His family referred to him as Bebo. He liked to travel. He posted a lot of pictures about his travel. He had the job, in fact, so he could see the world. And they said this to the press, saying they really think he didn't intend on hurting anyone.
It may seem difficult for those watching at home to believe, but Bebo was a warm, compassionate man. As the voice recordings show, Bebo's intent was not to harm anyone. He was right in saying that there are so many people who have loved him.
Before making that statement, the family did hold their hands. They made a circle. They said the only thing keeping them together at this point, Anna, is prayer. Anna?
It really is a tragedy. Kyung, what are investigators now wanting to learn from the flight data recorders, the black box they've recovered, and what other evidence might they still need to find?
Well, they're still looking for the cockpit voice recorder. They managed to find the base. They did not find the top part, but they're not very optimistic that it will be intact, because when the plane crashed in that heavily wooded area, that island that has almost no one who lives there, the plane virtually came completely apart. They said that there's almost no part of it that looks like a plane. That recovery process is still happening. It is very slow. It is still very arduous. It's been handed over to a contractor. They do hope, though, to still recover that. The flight data recorder, Anna, that is going to be sent to Washington tomorrow. It will be analyzed in D.C., but it's the what that they already know. What they don't know, Anna, is the why.
Kyung Lah in Steilacoom, Washington. Thank you for that report. In New Mexico,